Vice Mayor Couch.
Thank you, Mayor. They're not following CEQA, so are they following NEPA? Is that what they're doing?
Yes. Basically, the structure of this document is a NEPA.
And so they're not. When we have an EIR on a project, we have to study the economic impacts based on the court decision from a few years ago. They do not have to do that in their process, or do they?
Well, when you look at CEQA, it actually talks about needing to wrap in some provisions of CEQA, some of the economic impacts, even our own EIRs, other than the court cases. There's some things that you still don't have to address at great length. They have talked about them under NEPA in a very broad sense. So they're probably going to comment that, yes, we've addressed those economic impacts, and here's where it's listed. It's just that we may disagree on the specificity of how they've done that.
Vice Mayor Couch, most people believe the project is in California and that they should have followed CEQA as we do when we do our
And that's going to be one of your first comments, I presume. Okay. It also, I think it's fairly logical to conclude that the station location is very important, obviously, when determining the alignment, and therefore the impacts of that alignment. So I guess I'm posing the question, and I'd like you to consider, and you don't have to answer me right now, but should one of our comments be that perhaps a different station location in Bakersfield should be considered? You don't need to answer that right now, but I'd like maybe you could get back with me on that. For the benefit of the public, I want to say this, but it's also, I want the council to think about this. I think this is a project that's going to happen, or it's not. But we don't have the luxury of hoping it doesn't happen, because I think you've got a high-speed rail authority board and a staff that has been tasked to get a job done, and they're going to get it done. And so your challenge is going to be to protect the city as best you can, and that may be the way you described it earlier. At the same time, stay on good terms with them, because we need them to cooperate with us on several other projects like you mentioned. And that isn't going to be easy to do, but as you know, that's what your job is. Thank you.